So these are three myths that I believe that kept me stuck for a long time, especially in the beginning. Right? In the beginning, I was like really big on ab circuits, right? Because I always wanted abs. I always had a tummy, and I always wanted to lose that fat. And I was like, how can I lose this fat as efficiently and fast as possible? And I was like, okay, I'll just do ab circuits. I'll do those, and I'll do like the get abs in 2 weeks by doing this 5 minute circuit every day. Of course, it was all BS. And those are kind of stuff I want to get through in this video and go through kind of myths that I was honestly surprised, and some of them, I mean, I'm still learning about them today, because there's so much out there, especially with people trying to sell different things and be like, okay, check out this video for that, and a lot of clickbaits and stuff. And I just kind of want to be raw, authentic, and go through, three that I believed for a long time and tell you why they aren't true and what I did instead. So, yeah, let's kind of jump right in. But they can keep you stuck for a very long time. So I hope you guys want to understand the science behind this because it's very, very important. But first one I want to go over is spot reducing fat, right? This is such a big one, right? Everyone's like, okay, how do I shred fat in my love handles? How do I shred fat in my biceps? How do I shred fat in my legs? You can't shred fat anywhere specifically at all unless you get surgery, right? That just doesn't work, right? If I do Russian twists or if I do a plank, it's not going to burn more fat in my stomach. It's going to make my stomach stronger. It's going to help work out that muscle and tear it and make it regrow, but it's not going to reduce fat in that area. That's not how it works, right? You have fat in every area. You're going to lose it in some areas. Some places we have more fat just naturally, right? Like everybody usually has a lot more fat around their love handle area, right? For me, I retain a lot of fat in my back and my love handles. So, it's kind of the back area that likes to keep the fat and hide it. And also my legs. But as you get leaner, you're going to start to see where is stubborn fat, and part of it, sometimes you just have to get leaner and leaner and leaner. So you can't just eliminate it in that spot. You can make spots more muscular and make it appear less fatty, which does help, but it's not usually how it works. So that is the first one. Doesn't work. Okay, you can't just reduce fat in a certain area. But next, more cardio equals faster fat loss. No, it does not. So typically what more cardio does, right? Of course, it burns more calories. That's what we want to do. That's what cardio does in general. I personally do 30 minutes of Stairmaster on like 5 days a week, right? I mean, I do, that's pretty much the standard for me. I don't go like 45 minutes. This is just like not true, okay? See, if you do end up doing that, you're probably going to end up sacrificing a lot of muscle if you do too much, right? So keep cardio limited if you do. I'm not saying don't do cardio. You can lose weight without doing cardio. I did that for my first like month or two, and in that 3 or 4 months, I lost like 35 pounds. So it isn't all about cardio, but cardio is more if you want to get into shape and be in shape and more like be able to go up the stairs without being out of breath. Highly recommend do cardio. But the problem with more cardio is your body is going to think you're in survival mode. So it's like he's running, he's using all this energy. It's going to want to store fat in other places, right? So when you do eventually get down to that weight or whatever weight you want, you're probably going to have burned a lot of not protein, muscle, right? You're probably going to burn a lot of muscle, and you're probably going to burn a good amount of fat, right? You're going to lose both. That's the problem. You're going to lose both. Either way, when you lose weight, you're going to lose a little bit of muscle no matter what. But you can keep as much of it as possible. And the best way to do that is limit your cardio, right? I know it's super good when you're feeling really good one day. Just use that momentum and push hard in your workout. Don't use it for excess cardio. And when you jump back into a bulk, your body is going to be like, okay, time to store fat because I don't want to do that cardio and not have that energy and not have that fat to burn. Your body's going to think that. There's a whole lot more science about it. If you guys do want a whole video on that, I can, and how cardio works, cardio explained. I don't know. Just comment that or something, but there's a lot to it. I would stick to about like 15 to 30 minutes, though, a day. It's all about elevated heart rate, all that stuff, not killing yourself on the fat way, like it just doesn't work. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but, we're just going to fly right by that and pretend I didn't. So, number 3, you need endless supplements. No. I lost 35 pounds in 12 weeks, and right now, my current client, we're going for about that same metric, if not 35 pounds in 10 weeks. Um, and we're not using endless supplements. That's not how it works. Endless supplements, they can help mainly with brain function, right? I'm not saying don't take supplements. Supplements are great, like creatine monohydrate. Take it. If you're not taking it, what are you doing? Um, Two, multivitamins. You want to have vitamins. You want to have that stuff in your system so you can burn it. Very important. You need certain supplements. Well, you don't need, but you want certain supplements. You don't need endless supplements. Like there's gonna be people selling to you of all types of things, and it's just everywhere. It's so oversaturated. Like stick to stuff that your parents would give you, like the little vitamins you have when you were a kid. Those ones are good. Not all of this random bullshit. Like that Greg Doucet sends you his testosterone and stuff. It's just like that stuff doesn't work. It's not gonna change your fat loss. Insane. Like some of it may help you lose an extra quarter of a pound out of 30, but it's not gonna help you as much as you think it does. Um, Realistically, the only one I would really recommend taking for newbies is probably creatine, and just take your vitamins. Just like healthy stuff. Don't go crazy about it. Making sure you're high on that stuff is important, but not taking endless amounts of it is, it's crazy. But if you want to know more about myths and you want to know more about this stuff, let me know because there's so many of them everywhere. I can probably list like 10 more if I really wanted to, but I'm not trying to make an hour-long video here. And if you guys really want change and you really want to lose that stubborn belly fat and not have to scroll through a bunch of different videos, DM me or something, or fill out a link below and book a call. We could talk about it, and I could map out a plan for you for 12 weeks. So, yeah, let me go, guys. Peace out, and I love you. Keep up the progress, and you're capable of great things.